Hey everyone, it's Lynnea for LDRS Creative, and I'm going to be making a one-layer card today. This is something that I've been practicing doing lately. They're easier to mail, easier to mass produce, and honestly, this is something that is a stretch to me. I like a lot of dimension on my cards, and every now and then I like to kind of stretch my creativity and create something that's outside of my comfort zones, and one layer cards are definitely outside my comfort zone. I'm using the new potted hibiscus stamps and layering stencils from the spring 2022 collection, which was just released. So I've started here with just a regular card base. Everything I'm doing is going to be right on my card base, and I've lined up that potted hibiscus stamp in the center of my card. And I'm using alloy hybrid ink from LDRS Creative because I wanted this to have a light line appear. It's not going to be quite no line. I find stenciling easiest to do when I can see the lined image, but I wanted the outline to be subtle, so that's why I went with the alloy hybrid ink. I stamped that, and I used my stamp pendable to make sure that I got a crisp outline. And now I'm just going to use the hibiscus layering stencils. These are numbered 1 to 4, and what I like to do is just take a Sharpie and kind of color over the numbers in the bottom corner, and then I take an alcohol swab and erase part of that ink, and that gives a little bit of color to the number in the bottom corner. I'm going to go ahead and just color these stencils. So this first stencil has the bottom layer of the flowers as well as the dirt layer. So for the dirt I used iced tea hybrid ink, and I used Marina Madness on that first layer of flowers. I'm coming in now with some Prickly Pear Perfection on the first layer of the leaves, and then I'm just going to swap out for my third stencil and keep on blending. Here I'm using Parisian Purple. And then for the first layer of the pot, I'm going to use Soft Kisses. I decided to go with some kind of light and springy colors. I haven't seen many flower pots that are pink. Most of mine are actually that terracotta color, but I thought a nice pink pot would be awfully cute for this hibiscus. The second layer for my green leaves is Key Lime Pie, and I'm keeping everything light. Even with my ink blending, I'm keeping it light. The second layer of pink, I used Pink Tutu, and when I peeled back my stencil and got a look at my finished design, I wasn't in love with the flowers. The Parisian Purple was too much of a contrasting color to the Marina Madness. That's no problem. If you find that happens, all I do is just go back and relayer that first layering stencil, and I colored back over those flowers with some more Marina Madness ink, and that helped to blend out that Parisian Purple, and now I have a softer look. I'm going to stamp my sentiment right on top of the pot now, so I'm using some Raven Hybrid ink, and I stamped the sentiment from the potted hibiscus stamp set. Went ahead and stamped that with my Raven Hybrid ink, and I wanted to bring in just a little bit more color into my background, so I'm going to use the plaid stencil. This is an older stencil from LDRS Creative, and one of the first stencils from them that I added to my stash, and it's still a favorite. I just love this plaid design. I'm going to use my lightest pink ink, so my Soft Kisses, and just add a light layer around the edge of this potted hibiscus. I'm not taking any care to mask because I wanted this to kind of fade out, and I didn't want any harsh edges. So I'm going to go darker with my ink around the edges of my card, and then lighter as I get closer to the edges of that potted hibiscus stenciled image. So there won't be any harsh lines. I'm just kind of fading that pink ink and fading that into the white, and it's just going to give a nice kind of little highlight and shadow around my image. So as you can see how I hold this up to the light, you can see that shadow created by just kind of lightening up my ink blending on that plaid stencil. And this card is finished. You could easily mass produce a card set like this, and I think it would be a really great idea to vary the colors on the hibiscus and just create a cute little set of cards to give as a gift to someone. I have listed and linked everything I used in the video description below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye!